Hey there, YouTubers. Welcome back to the Common Sense Makes Sense channel. Still suffering from this nasty head cold. It's driving me crazy. So anyway, when I started this channel in my first video, I said that, I'd made a list of topics that, I wanted to talk about and make videos about. And there was this one on my list that every time I got to it, man, I couldn't brush past that one fast enough. I wasn't ready for it. I don't know if I'm ready now, but I'm gonna do it. I had a really good friend of mine who's, I don't think she's subscribed to the channel yet. You need to subscribe. But she texted me after seeing a couple of my videos, and she asked that I do the video about this particular topic that I was scared to death of and not ready for. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. And it's the reason I was so reluctant to do this video is because it's something that I've participated in. I've had a hand in it, and it haunts me to this day like a ghost. And I won't say it, I think about it every day, but damn near. And that was 20 years ago. No, I take that back. That was 15, 16 years ago, something like that. And it's haunted me to this day. And I do think about it often. But she wanted me to talk about the topic of abortion. Murder is murder. Really doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you end up dead, you're dead. I mean, murder is murder. So just to give you a part of my testimony that I've been so reluctant to talk about, and only maybe 1 to 2 people in this world even know about, my experience with abortion, because I've been so ashamed. Didn't want to talk about it. Still don't like talking about it. Well, I guess I never have talked about it really till now. Now I'm going to share it with everybody that watches this video. Well, y'all find out at the same time. So when I was 20 years old, my girlfriend and I at the time, we got pregnant. And she pulled up to my work and got out of the car and ran up to me with tears in her eyes, was crying. She said, "I'm pregnant." And man, you talk about scared to death. Golly, I was a kid. And a few days went by, and all I could think about is, how can I fix this? How can I make it better? And we talked about abortion, and she agreed she wanted an abortion too. So we scheduled the appointment and went to the abortion clinic. And they actually then, I don't know if they still do it now, probably not, but they made her watch a video, and thank God it scared her out of going through with the abortion. And now my daughter's 24 years old. Beautiful. I mean, she was feet away from being sucked out. She was just feet away from that vacuum or whatever the hell they were going to use to kill that baby. Just a few feet away. Man, she was close. And I look at her today and couldn't imagine her not being here. Couldn't imagine. So, fast forward. She was my first, and after the third child, probably 6 months or so after my third child was born, I found myself about to be a daddy again. And the girl I was with, she did not want to have that baby. She had just had a baby. She wasn't ready. Now granted too, this was early on. I mean, maybe a month when she's probably a month pregnant, 2 months pregnant, I don't know. It wasn't real long. So we made the appointment, I went to the abortion clinic, and this time we went through with it. And needless to say, that baby's not here, that child's not here. It would be, 15 years old. And it haunts me. It haunts me. So the first, I took, it's just hard to talk about, I'm sorry, but, I took a grandchild from my parents. I took my own child. I took a sister or brother away from my other children. And it haunts me to this day. So, the first thing you hear when a guy starts talking about abortion is, you don't have a right to talk about a woman's reproductive health or her choice. It's her body. Absolutely it is. It sure is. But I feel I do have a right to talk about it because I participated in it, and I know the pain. I know the pain of it. It never goes away. You just can't help but think, what if? And then you see those laws being passed in New York and Virginia. And upon the signing of the law, you hear everybody out in the crowd, just clapping like a bunch of seals, like it's the greatest thing ever that, a baby can be born and then just sat on the table over there, made to be comfortable, whatever the hell that means. What does that mean? Does that mean you just sit him over there and let him scream until he can't scream anymore, and then he starves to death, dehydration? I mean, what is being made to feel comfortable? And they just clapped like it was the greatest law that's ever been passed. We are so morally bankrupt in this country. So morally bankrupt, and God will have his wrath. Now, a lot of you may not believe in God, but I do, and I think he's gonna bring it. He's gonna bring the wrath on us. And I, pray for mercy, but I don't know if he's gonna have mercy. When I went through with these abortions, or the abortion and then the almost abortion, I was a godless man. And I've since been saved, and I've asked for forgiveness, and I know my Lord has forgiven me for it, but I know I'm still going to have to answer for that. I'm still going to have to answer for it. But it's just, I just can't believe we've got to this point as a society where there's people out in the crowd cheering the death of babies. Not a 10-week-old or a woman 10 weeks along and getting that baby sucked out, No, we're talking about full-grown babies. Full-grown babies that they're perfectly happy to dispatch. And as a doctor, how can you do that, man? How can you do that? How can you participate in that? All the nurses that are in the room, I just had a beautiful baby boy. He's almost 3 weeks old. Most precious thing you ever seen. I'm so proud of him. And I look at him and go, what if I'd done that to him? What if I went to the clinic again and had him dispatched because of my own selfishness, because of my own irresponsibility? There's contraceptives on every corner. There's free contraceptives everywhere that people can get. But no, because you choose to be sexually irresponsible, it gives you the right to kill another human being. So now, you know, with these laws that have passed, it gives the mother the right to be the judge, jury, and executioner. All right there in the labor and delivery room. I mean, there's no other part of our government that has that kind of authority. Not one person. I mean, you go to court because you killed somebody. You know, a jury convicts you. Then, you know, there's 12 of them. And they decide whether you live or die too if your state has the death penalty. But no, they give one person the choice to kill somebody, and it's not against the law. Quite the contrary. So, if I understand this from the left, when that baby's inside the mom, it's a fetus. It's not a baby. It only becomes a baby when it comes out and breathes its first breath of air. Only a thin layer of skin keeps that baby from being a human, according to these people. Well, I'm pretty sure that that baby that's inside there, underneath that piece of skin, that's still a baby. That is not a fetus. That's a baby. You know. Anybody else, I mean, you'd be convicted of murder. You'd kill. Or, you know, the baby comes out, any other state that hadn't passed a law like this stupidity. You kill that baby when he comes out and breathes air, yeah, that's homicide or infanticide. You know. I mean, hell, you look at somebody abusing a kitten or a puppy on YouTube or some video, and my God, you should see the people come out of the woodwork wanting to kill the person that done that to that poor little animal. But when it comes to a baby, they don't get the same protections. You know, you don't see the pro-life march all over the mainstream media. All you see is, anytime the women's march has one, man, it's plastered everywhere. But they don't show you the pro-life marches. All those hundreds of thousands of people that are marching, they won't show you that. But anyway, I've gone on long enough, and I'd like to go longer, but I'll revisit this and make another video. But I just feel I needed to get that off my chest, and I do feel better about telling you all that this is what I've done. I'm not proud of it. And now you know. But I won't do it again. That's for sure. God bless.